nation is to become a leader, is to become a big man. That is the struggle. So my son, you should be ready to lay good foundation. Earlier the better. In the nearest future, you will be one of the leaders. So we pray. Amen. Oh my daughter, you should be ready to lay good foundation.
All right, viewers, all right, listeners, welcome to this week's edition of Business Talk with Fon Felix. Yes, each time you hear that song, you just know that we are live on your handles on this streaming every week by 11 a.m. every week Wednesday. So each time you hear that song, just know that your life is Business Talk with Fon Felix. Yes, of course, we say we do not have credit copyright to that song, but it's just a background song we use we use it to promote that song. We also use it to call our attention to business. So I want to welcome us again to this week's edition of Business Talk with Fon Felix, the weekly business digest bulletin where we share essential business tips particularly for entrepreneurs, startups, and small business owners. So as many viewers, as many comments, we receive many testimonies. We have received people who come to my DM and say, "Sir, please, I follow up your teachings online and I put to practice what you're teaching and it's really working for me." That is our testimony. That is our happiness. That is why we do this every week, and that is why we see us in your seminars and events to share essential tips for you to have success in your business. Yes, welcome. Thank God we are here. Last week we were unable to come on live due to some emergencies that were beyond my control. I had to travel out of town for some issues. But thank God we are back. Thank God we are back online. Last discussion, we discussed about when to hire the right time for you to hire as a business process, the right time for you to hire as a startup, as a small business owner. When is the right time for you to start looking for staff? We share and we discuss that you have to understand the business aspect of your business. You also have to understand the profit matrix and income of your business, the income flow before you begin to employ. So you need to consider, do you have the capacity to pay? Because when you're employing, you have to pay those you're employing. You also have to consider the economic factors, the employment and all of that before you begin to employ. So if you know you are a small business owner, you're an entrepreneur, you have the huge capital to pay people, it's expected and it's advisable that you begin to manage your business at least for the first 1 year, 6 months to 1 year, so you'll be able to understand the profit matrix, the profit margin of your business, so that you don't employ someone and assume that the person is eating from your profit. So that is what we discussed in the last edition. Please, we have said like, share, comment, follow us on our handles. Please, for those that are following us on YouTube, please ensure that you click on the subscription button so that you can always get notifications of our subsequent broadcast of our subsequent business tips. Yes, please invite your friends, share to your friends, let them know the benefit you're enjoying from this weekly business digest, so that we don't just come to waste our time and burn our data. It's testimonies, all the please ensure you put them to use. Like we have also shared, in case you miss any of the weekly digest, in case you miss any of the live streaming, please, you can always go back to my handles to watch them. But where you are unable and need the audio recordings of all the previous broadcasts that we have been teaching, please, we said that the audio recordings are always available. You can always demand and we'll deliver it to you at no extra cost. Always request of the audio recordings. If you don't have access, you can always request for the audio recordings for you, because I and my team will try to make the audio recordings of each broadcast available for those that need it. So that is all for now. So thank we hope that we share and we get insight and deep insight, particularly in this week's edition. So today's discussion today's discussion, we shall be considering dealing with dissatisfied customers. So, how do you do? So, how do we deal with dissatisfied customers? Sometimes customers are actually dissatisfied with our services. They are dissatisfied with the product they buy from our outlet or from our stores or from our shops, as the case may be. How do we dissatisfied with our services? Customers that are dissatisfied with the products they buy from us. So how do we customers who are not satisfied with our services? Sometimes the service we render as service providers are not satisfying our customers. So sometimes the service or the product we sell to our customers, they are not getting value for their money. And most times these customers come back complaining that they are not getting value for their money. So how do we, as service providers, as entrepreneurs, startups, and small business owners, deal with customers that keep coming back complaining, either complaining of how we could not deliver what we paid for, they could not get the exact value for what they paid for, or how they could not get satisfaction for a particular product they buy or they bought from our shop. How do we deal with it? Now, the truth of the matter is that customers are always right. That's the gospel truth. They say that customers are king. Yes, in the other way, the customers are king because without the customers, you will not be in business. So each time that customers come to make complaints, you have to take them serious. You have to take the complaint of your customers very serious because without them, you will not be in business. So imagine you open up your business and without you having a customer come to buy. So imagine you being a service provider without you having anybody subscribing to the service that you render. So you see that you definitely be out of business. So it is because of those customers that we are in business. So we have to treat them well. We have to treat them like kings and queens so that they will be coming back to us or could possibly refer us to other people. You understand me? So how do we deal when customers are not satisfied with our services? So customer satisfaction is key to business success. I will take that again. That customer satisfaction is key to the success of your business. If customers are not satisfied with your product or with your services, you will not be described as someone who is succeeding in your endeavors or in your business. So customer is key. So we have to pay attention to the satisfaction of our customer because we are in business to satisfy them. There's no other thing you're in business for, if not for the customer satisfaction. That's the gospel truth. You're in to please the customer. You're in to convert their pleasure to your profit. So if they are not satisfied, you will not get profit. So profit only comes as a result of the satisfaction of your customer. I share this to people when I speak with them. As an entrepreneur, as a service provider, whenever I have the opportunity of rendering a service to a firm or to an individual, when they pay me, I do not touch that money. You understand me? You know, after rendering the product or the services or whatever delivery they are paying you, maybe by the time you deduct your capital for delivering that business, there's a profit for you. Most times I don't touch that money until I receive a satisfactory comment or statement from that customer. Until I receive a thank you a comment from that customer that yes, I'm satisfied with this, or thank you for delivering this. At least I'm sure and certain that they are satisfied with it. Because I've had a time where I delivered the product to a firm, and at the end of the day, something happened in the long run that they were not satisfied. And they demanded for value for their money. Of course, imagine if that money has been eaten, imagine that profit has been used. How to look run around and gather some funds so that we'll be able to deliver exactly the value they demanded. Now, why did I have to do that? Because I want to continue retaining that client. I want to continue retaining that particular firm as one of my vendors. You get it? As one of my clients. So, in the other way, there are entrepreneurs or their business owners or startups that will just take a flimsy excuses and said, I've delivered it. This was the art product of it, and off they go. Sometimes you see those people running away from those firms or from those clients because why? Their service delivery was very poor. The service they render was poor. The product they offer was poor. There was no value gotten compared to what was paid for it. So customers have the right to complain about the product they buy from you. Customers have the right to complain about the service you render. Of course, we have the Consumer Protection Council of course, which gives and gives the customer the right to demand a value for their money. Do you understand me? So the Consumer Protection Council, they can be approached, and of course, they will request that you offer exact value that we have paid, or you refund the money, notwithstanding how much you have been putting in delivering that particular item of value. So customers are always right, and we have to ensure that they get value for their money, because without them, we will not be in business. That is why we're in business. We're in business to satisfy customers. We are not just in business to make profit. So there will be no profit if there's no customer, and there will be no customer if they are no satisfied. So customers, many customers come back after they are satisfied with what they do. So we have to ensure that our customers are always satisfied. You understand me? So customers have the right to come back requesting for exact value for what they do. So we have to show empathy to our customers. We have to show concern, because we too are customers to a particular vendor or a particular company. The same thing I'm offering to people, I also buy things from people. So the same way I treat the customer, in the same way I should also be expected to be treated by other people. You understand me? So I do graphics, I do design for them, for individuals. So the same way I treat my customers, right? It's the same way that I should also expect the woman who sells orange in my street when I go to buy orange. So if I don't treat my customers well, I don't also expect the orange seller to treat me well. You understand me? So it's a paru passu kind of thing. So as it comes, it goes. So what you don't intend someone to do to you, do not also offer it to somebody. Of course, I know the Holy Book also admonishes that. So we have to offer excellent service for excellent reward. Excellent service for excellent reward. Handsome service for handsome reward. Poor service for poor reward. You understand me? So if when you offer poor services, of course, you should also expect a poor reward from that your client. So we should show empathy, because customers have the right to demand exact value for their money. Money is not easy to get. Money is not easy. So people will not just throw their money to the thin air because you render the service to them, because they buy a product from you, because you're a neighbor to them, or because you're a brother, you're a sister to them. So for that fact, they should get whatever value they get. No, it's not. No, it's not a gambling kind of thing. You understand me? So I will not gamble my money. I want where I will get satisfaction. I want where I will get exact value for my money. So customers are right. So when customers call for exact satisfaction, please pay attention to them. When customers come back to lay complaint about the product they bought from you, please pay attention to them. When customers or clients come back to you complaining about the service you render to them, that it was poor, it was not satisfied to them, please pay attention and listen to them. They have every right to even demand for refund for their money. They have every right, as enshrined even in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and even as enshrined even in the Constitution of International Trade and all of that. So customers have the right to demand for refund for their money if they don't get the exact value for which they paid for. That is why entrepreneurs, service providers, people come to us. They ask, one of the questions they will always ask, can you deliver this? Will you be able to deliver this? Will this product last? Will this product be exactly as we are describing it? So most times those are the discussion that entails when you're selling or when you're offering services. And many times our answer is always yes. That yes, pay attention to the yes you're assuring them. That yes is an assurance. That yes is a trademark. And they can use it to the bank. They can use it against you. So you do not just say yes because you want to buy that client. You do not just say yes because you want to get attention of that client or that customer at that particular point in time. That your yes should be a very big assurance that as they leave you, go to use that product. As they leave you, go to use that service that you have rendered. They should get exact value for which you have assured them. So don't do shortcuts that yes, you just assure them, like sometimes we see a product that are being sold that in the description it can do and it can perform multiple wonders. It can do this, it can do that, it can do this, it can do that. And of course everybody will be happy the way you're hearing it. Let it be the way we hear about it, is the way we will feel about it. The way we hear about it is the same way we should experience about it. So customers are right and they should demand that value for the product they buy from. They should demand excellent service that you have rendered. So now the question is, how do we do and deal with customers that are dissatisfied with the product? And of course, as an entrepreneur and service provider and startup or small business owner, we many times may have faced this kind of situation, we may have faced this kind of challenges. How do we do or deal with dissatisfied customers? So one of the things that we need to stay calm. One way to deal with dissatisfied customers is what? Stay calm. Stay calm. Stay calm. Listen to them. You understand me? So stay calm and listen. Stay calm and listen. Listen to their complaints. Show empathy, like I said. Show feeling. Put yourself in your shoes. You understand me? So stay calm. Even when they make we know some customers can be very lousy. Yes, some customers can even do all the undoable. Be calm. Allow them express their feelings. It is their money, it is not your money. Some of them it could be 1,000 naira to use the chicken taste. Some of them that is the highest they have got, and they want to get value for it. So be calm and listen to their complaints. Be calm and listen to their bitterness. Be calm and listen to their dissatisfaction. Hear from them. You understand me? So show empathy. Be calm and listen. Do not just jump to conclusion and say, how much is this? Is it not because of this chicken change? You did this chicken change, you come to my shop and you're shouting and you're making noise and you're causing nuisance and all of that. You're causing sin. Allow them to shout. Allow them to cause nuisance. Allow them to cause sin. If it's you, probably you might do worse or you might do the same. So it is their money and they want to get value for it. Now, another thing is what? Ask questions. Ask questions for clarity. Try to ask them questions. Okay, this product you buy, did you use it like this? Sometimes product comes with description. That is why items come with manual. You understand me? Did you use it like this? Did you do this? Did you do that? Did you follow the manual? So ask questions for clarity so that you will know. Most times people can buy products from you because for the fact they don't know how to use it, it looks like that product is inferior, it is fake. You understand me? So we have had people who use even Android phones, and for the fact they don't know how to use any of the functions, it looks as if that phone cannot deliver to the takes that it is meant for. So people can buy an item from you, they don't know how to use it, and they will come back and say this thing is not working. Oh, I bought this television, I plugged it, it didn't come up. They don't know that by the time they plug the TV set into the electricity, they will need to power it and of course start to a particular channel. Many of them may not be exposed to what you know. You understand? So pay attention and ask questions. Ask questions for clarity. Did you do this? What actually happened? What is actually the problem? What is it that you don't understand? Or why are you not satisfied with our service? So ask people questions. People come to me most times after delivering a service, they say, I'm not satisfied with it. One of the questions I always ask, please, in what area are you not satisfied? And many times we have developed that as a culture in my sense. Once we render a service to a particular person and individual, we usually send a letter, one appreciating you for patronizing us, and two, requesting if there are areas that we did not satisfy you, you should point out to us. That will help us to increase our service delivery. That will help us not to repeat it to the next one. So ask questions for clarity and get clarification for wherever necessary. You understand me? Then another point is identify the root cause. Now that you have asked questions, so those of these things I've said, you say first, pay attention and be calm. Number two, ask questions for clarity. Then number three, what is the root cause? You understand me? Let's get to the source of the matter. Let's get to the root of the matter. What actually happened? So having asked questions, you can be able to deduce, okay, this was what happened. Oh, sorry, sincere apologizing or sincere apology. Oh, you should have been able to press this button. You should have been able to put up this key. You should have been able to couple it this way. You should have been able to use it the other way. Oh, please, for the service to render, please, you should have been able to earn it the other way for you to get the value for what you want, for you to get the expectation. So find out what are the root cause. So find out what are the challenges. That way it will be able for you to what? By the time you identify the root cause, it's able for you to another point now. Identify the root cause. The next target will now be to look for solution. So what is the solution to this? So this was what actually happened. He did not press the button. Then now go ahead and explain to the customer and to the that you want to use, next time you want to use it, this is how the pen is. Please remember to uncover the tip. Remember to what? To remove the cover for you to use it. Because many customers may likely come, and since the pen is like this, you understand me? So this is how the pen is. They may likely come and just buy the pen and they want to write with it the way it is, not knowing that they will need to remove the cover. So those things are key to customer satisfaction. Many times you can feel and think that it's normal thing, it's small thing that they should know. Yes, they should, but not everyone knows. So that is now seeking and giving the solution. Okay, please next time when you get back to your house, please remove the cover, and of course the people will be able to. Please do this one and do that. You get value for what, and you get exactly what you're looking for. So we should be able to teach our customers. Of course, customer education. We should be able to offer basic customer education to the items we are selling or to the service that we are rendering. Then, of course, now having seek for the solution, having showed them the solution, please apologize to them. I am sorry is a small word that can cure a big mood. I am sorry is a small word that can salvage a big situation. I am sorry is a small word that could save many damages. Oh, please, sincerely apologizing. Next time, please use it like this. Please, we apologize we did not teach you. We apologize we did not show you when you came to buy. We apologize by the time we render this service. We didn't let you know that this would be like this. Please, we are sorry, sincere apologies. Please forgive us and all of that. Let's apologize. Let's behave like human. Let's not behave as if we are animals. Let's behave like human. I'm sure that it may be in the animal. So let us not treat customers as if they don't have the right. That is what we see in some places. People abuse customers. People treat them anyhow. People drag customers as if you can see people dragging customers out of their shop. Please get out of my shop. Don't come here again. This is the same customer that you will need. When you have lose one customer, remember in business by the matrix, by the time you have lost one customer, you have lost 10 potential customers. Because that one customer can bring in 10 potential customers. So by the time you're dragging one customer out of your store, remember you're dragging away 10 potential intending customers from you. So let's learn to always apologize to them. Of course, now having apologized, let's explain if you think that you didn't get the solution at that point, maybe you can ask the customer, okay, to go back. Why? Maybe it's a product they actually bought from you. You are not the producer of the product, you are just a middleman selling it. So the next thing to do is that's why we take attention of what they have explained. Then table the matter to the sales rep of that particular product, or if you can go to the headquarters or the producer, depending on the level you are with the product. Then of course, table the same issue customers are complaining, and of course, get feedback. Do you understand me? Then in getting feedback, you need to explain the resolution. So once in a while, you call the customer, oh please, for this particular thing you did, this was it. Do you understand me? So something happened recently. I think that was about yesterday. Somebody came to one of our POS outlets to make a transfer, and the transfer did not drop. But eventually, the money left his account. Do you understand? So the young man needed the money. I have to explain to him. Thank God I was there. I have to explain to him that the money has not dropped. But he needed the money. Of course, there's no how to release money for the value we have not received. So the young man had to do another transfer, which was received instantly. And I assured him that once that one is received, he should drop his account details. Once that one is received, that it will be forwarded back to his account. While he left, I put up the resolution process of trying to deal with those paid transactions. And eventually, the money eventually landed in our account. And I have to call him and said, that paid transaction I had, the money has landed. Please, I'm sending the value back to you. And I did. And the young man was happy. So once you have done that, apologize to them and seek resolution and explain the process to them. Okay, this will take a longer day. Just like when you have paid transaction, you go to the bank will not drag you out. They will not shout at you. They will ask you, okay, fill this particular form. Please give us 7 working days. Come back. Or in 7 working days, come back. Or you hear from us. They will take that time. And sometimes within the process, they may even call you. Okay, please, this transaction, we are still tracking it. We are still following up. So that way, you will not be agitated. That way, there will be no incitement. Do you understand me? That way, there will be no issues. You just know that this particular firm or this particular bank is actually following up this matter, and they are showing empathy because they are humans like you. Because the money is yours, and you have demand for your money. So we have to what? Explain the resolution to them. Then we also need to offer solutions. So where the matter is beyond us, something that we cannot deal with, something that it is beyond our control, let's also offer solutions. Okay, I sincerely apologizing for this. Okay, maybe maybe you can drop this particular product, maybe take this other product and use while we are trying to solve this. You understand? So those are the things that are workable. To offer solutions, do not just condemn the customer for coming to demand for his right, or do not quarrel the customer for explaining and expressing his dissatisfaction with your service or with the product. So you can offer an alternative product. Okay, you can use this while we are resolving this. Do you understand me? You can use this where that's some mechanics that can be repairing your car. And when they promise to deliver that particular car at that moment, because you have need of it, some of them can even offer another person's car. Okay, Oga, you can use this car, go to the errand while I'm still working on this, even though there could be risk attached to the board. They are just trying to offer solutions, just trying to help you salvage the situation. So that is it. Then I have to say, you have to be sincere when dealing with customers. You have to be sincere when dealing with what? Customers. You have to be sincere when dealing with customers. Be sincere. You understand? Be sincere to them. If it's something that you know you cannot solve, be sincere and open up. Do not delay them, telling them you're working on the matter when you eventually know you will not. Be sincere to them. If something that they have bought and they can spoiled, be sincere to them that this thing is bad. If they bought a particular product from you and you know that this product was bad and you eventually sold it, you understand? Be sincere to them and let them know that this particular product was bad and apologize to them and all of that. So let them know. So apologize to people